Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? Ice alongside Tiggles, my BR, and Gridlock coming to you live as usual with some master level gameplay.
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster, excuse me. Oh my goodness, excuse me. They aren't just any masters, they are Grandmasters. We got Terran, the red Terran, spawning bottom left, spawning top left, we have Budmandude, the yellow Protoss. So we're going to see how Game 2 ends up. Terran was able to go Siege Tank, Blue Flame, Hellion Army in Game number 1, and was able to just, with those speed of the Hellions, lure the Stalkers, lure the Immortals into a false sense of security, overexerting themselves, running into a Siege Tank wall, absolute Great Wall of China of Siege Tanks, and just really, just slowly but surely pick off every single unit. Colossi eventually came at the end, but they were chewed to pieces as well by those Blue Flames and Siege Tanks. So I'm interested to see what changes both players make. This is a much different map. Typhon Peaks is going to be a lot different for both players. We're going to see, I guarantee you, we're going to see different strategies. Standard opening still out of Terran. Gas is going to be going down right now, and his first barracks as well. Gas also going down for Budman and his first gateway. Both very standard openers. Scouting is going on, you can see by Budman, the bottom right, check the diagonal spawn. Not going to be spawning there, buddy. You're going to have to look a little harder. Cybernetics Core goes down promptly with that gateway, so he can start getting some Warp Gate research.
Yeah,
see what's going on over here on Terran's side. Go ahead.
Terran going 2 racks. I see them just discussing MLG Raleigh in chat right now, talking about strategies and what to do. I'm thinking, well, these guys must really be friends.
Absolutely, always friendly. StarCraft is such a friendly game. As if you're going to be a professional, you know, you have to act professional. And what better time than in the middle of a heated match to talk a little strategy? Why not? 2 racks, as you said, going down for Terran, the red Terran. And for this yellow, orange, call him orange Protoss is going to be getting his, that's another pylon, I lied to you, getting his Warp Gate researched. I thought it was a second gateway. And Stalker, 1 Zealot, he's doing the same strategies we saw last time, pumping 1 Zealot and 1 Stalker out of that first gateway as Warp Gate is being researched. And we'll promptly see a second Stalker. Usually, last game we saw him get a sentry out so it can start building the energy. I like to, as I do play toss, I like to get a sentry out fairly early so that it can start building its energy so I can use his abilities, Force Field and Guardian Shield.
To the fullest. You seem to be stumbling around.
Yes, sir. Expansion going down. The second Nexus in the natural of Budmandude going down. That probe who built that Nexus is going to take off. Screw that. I want nothing to sit there and watch that Nexus. Going to take off to that left Zelnaga Tower, get a little vision in the middle of the map, sees absolutely nothing. And we're going to see another interesting spawn. He's not going to go into his natural. Typhon Peaks has some goofy twists and turns, and it would kind of be an awkward expansion if he did decide to go into what I guess you would call the natural there. I don't know, we'll call it that. It's not really all that natural. It's pretty unnatural if I've ever seen it. So he decides to make a command center in some completely ridiculous position, but sometimes that's just the strategy you need. It's an unscouted portion of the map. I mean, he knows that he's not there because a probe has found his base, so why not make a command center in somewhere ridiculous? I like the play, honestly. What do you guys think?
Terran is just psychic or something. That's what I'm thinking. He didn't scout at all at the beginning of the map, just like last game, and instantly ran his Marines and Marauders to where Budmandude was. I'm just astounded by Terran.
As I've said 100 times, I mean, sometimes these MLG map spawns are fairly obvious. I mean, they're easy to tell sometimes because of exactly where you are going to spawn far away from your opponent. So, the Karax right outside this natural 4 before Budman, you're gonna see the male and the female correct. Come on, guys. Would you get it popping? We got a male and a female. The male you can see with that lovely little turkey gizzard thing, just eyeing up that female, but he's not sure if he wants to make a move. Let's see what's going on in the action. Some Marines and Marauders are going to come in. The Guardian Shield is going to go down. These Stalkers are going to do some work. He's going to take out the Sentry and lose that benefit from the Guardian Shield. And so the Marauders were at one point doing a lot less damage thanks to that power up that the Sentry gave. But he's going to want to warp in. He doesn't have all that much gas, but you want to get a Sentry
in.
Absolutely.
Looks like he's going Robo's facility this time.
Absolutely. I see the Robo going down as well. Nothing coming out of it yet as he's a little strapped on cash and gas. So he decides to just go full Stalkers as he saw the Marines and Marauders. Micro Stalkers can do some good work against just a Marine Marauder mixture. But these corrects are just infuriating me now. It's like you go to the bar and you're like, is that girl looking at me, or is she looking at the guy next to me? I'm not sure if should I make the move? Should I not make the move? There's this nice fog of war in between us, but it just shouldn't stop our mating habits. Getting back into the action, you're gonna see Terran taking a northern expansion. Really, again, nowhere near any of his other two expansions. His first expansion at the bottom of the map is just getting gas down. 3 mules come flying in from the skies. One single SCV, there goes the second one, in that northern expansion.
5 mules, oh my god.
Oh my god, so many mules. He knows that Budman is just nowhere nearby, and he's going to have free reign of all these lovely blue crystals and this Vespian gas.
Something really good I just saw there. There was 2 probes that just passed by Terran's northern expansion and did not see it whatsoever.
Oh, wow.
Budman has no idea exactly how close Terran's getting on him right now.
Here come the Stalkers. The Observer sees everything, and he knows that he's coming from that use of the Zelnaga Tower. And are the Zealots going to push? Oh no, one's going to get taken down. Oh, picks off a Zealot with those Marauders.
Marauders have concussion shells, which do slow down his opponent.
Yeah, it's going to slow down the units a little. They're going to do a little bit of chase.
Oh, he needs to micro those Marauders back. No, he's going to take down.
No, he's going to warp in, get in some more Stalkers to play some defense. That Zealot is a 3 HP. One more little tap to him. The Sentry is finally in. Colossi does finally come out of that Robo.
Getting some Sentries down, it looks like.
I think he's going to want to
micro that Marauder back. No, Colossi out already.
That's what I said. The Colossus is up.
That is
and it's just sweeping damage does such great can attack air units, but does some crazy AoE damage to all these ground units. He's gonna have to build something here. Medevacs are up. Didn't get a chance to see that. Medevacs are up. We see 3 barracks in the main right here. And another 4th just going down, as I said that. 2 starports. Oh, the mass Vikings. 1 Viking, 3 Vikings are in production. A 4th comes into production. Oh my god, he's going so many Vikings right now. I don't know why. We don't see anything in the skies. Just an Observer. Another Colossus pops out of the Robo for Budman, but nothing in the skies. I don't know what he's... Yeah, absolutely. Got scanned, right. But is that many Vikings necessary to take out 1 Observer? I don't know, man. We'll see.
It looks like he's doing that to take out the Colossus because... Oh, you're going to see a pause.
Absolutely, and no worries. I mean, it seems like these guys are so friendly that it's not a big deal.
Yeah, his video card is making him lag, and he's gonna pause to change his settings a little bit.
One thing we do see down now in the south is Budman having to lift that base real quick because there's three Zealots right now just finding him and doing a little bit of work, and
that's the risk you run, and he's going to get an expansion in the bottom right is Budman, and that's the risk you run in expanding in some ridiculous place. But that's the spawns on Typhon Peaks here. I mean, the spawns are so stupid, and the way these the middleware patches and the actual spawns are, the bases are, excuse me, I couldn't think of the word, the bases are just so obscure that you honestly have to run the risk of just trying your best and picking some ridiculous position. But the Zealots did find it, as you said, and were able to force him to lift off that base onto the southern base, which just got a ton of SCVs right now. Oh my god, mining away, and the probe is going to see that no gas, just a ton of minerals getting pumped out. from that southern expansion.
Yeah, he looks like he's gonna move the Zealots to take down that southern expansion again. Gonna lift off and hopefully move those SCVs before the Zealots do too much damage.
Yep. Oh, here come the Vikings. I guess that was his defense to those mass number of Colossi. You were right. I guess I didn't think about that. The Vikings doing handled those Colossi like it was nothing, and then the ground units with the Marine Marauders were able to clean up the couple Stalkers and Zealots that remained on the ground. The
That's
Vikings was a
GG.
perfect play. Wow, I questioned that the reason he was pumping out 5 out of 2 starports. I questioned it, but it turned out to just rip apart the Colossi with their inability to hit aerial units. Good stuff again. We saw Red Terran dominate in the first game, dominate here in the second game. Really good stuff. A crazy map, some crazy bases placed all in ridiculous positions. Wasn't able to stop either player. What'd you guys think?
I thought it was pretty incredible, honestly. I think Terran getting those kind of wacky expansions, Budman not being able to find him so easily, gets him that good production, and honestly gets him the good army that he wants. It was pretty hands down. It was a great play by Terran.
Yeah, all around. Solid stuff. I told you both players would change up the strategies. They both, for the most part, did. Budman still kind of stuck with 3 gateway into robos and just pumped out Colossi, but just could not ever keep up. Was seeming to lose almost every battle. Won a nice one in the middle, in the mid game area. I'd say the 8-minute mark. Won a pretty nice battle, but was just never able to keep up. The income of Terran was just always better. You take a look at the graphs and the resources tab. You see Terran really picking it up towards the end, and that's what gave him that little boost, enough to get those Vikings out and just clean house on those Colossi.
Yeah, he saw the Colossi, knew that his mass Marines and Marauders would not be enough to take down those Colossi, because Colossi just eat away at ground infantry, so he pumped up the Vikings and absolutely dominated those Colossi.
But the real story behind all of this is, will that male Karak ever
I knew
find
you would
love?
say that.
Will he ever have the courage to go ask that female Karak on
Honestly, I
a date
think he's
for
looking
ice,
shot.
I saw
tickles
the...
my VR, and gridlock? We will see you guys next time. Congratulations to Terran for winning a 2 out of 3 Grandmasters League over Budman. Congrats to him. We'll catch you guys on the flip side.